Alright mate, here's a statistic that should make you spit out your protein shake. In 2023, Food Standards Australia New Zealand tested a bunch of protein supplements on our shelves. 40% of them contained less protein than what was written on the label. Some were short by 30%. You're paying for protein you're literally not getting. I spent 6 weeks researching this video. I bought and tested 15 different brands. I contacted 7 companies directly, and only 2 bothered to respond. I spoke with sports dietitians and dug through TGA and FSANZ complaint databases. What I found genuinely disturbed me, and I reckon it'll disturb you too. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which protein shake brands are taking you for a ride. And more importantly, you'll know which ones actually deserve your hard-earned money. If you're sick of getting ripped off at the checkout, hit that subscribe button. I do this research so you don't have to. Let's get into it. Starting with number 7. Number 7 is Body Science, also known as BSC, and their Hydroxy Burn Shred ready to drink. You'll find this at Chemist Warehouse for $5.49 per 450ml bottle. This one is marketed as a thermogenic protein for fat loss. Sounds impressive, right? The problem is, those thermogenic ingredients are dosed at levels way too low to actually do anything. It contains 25 milligrams of caffeine per serve. That's less than a quarter of what you'd get in a flat white. There's green tea extract listed on the label, but no standardization for EGCG content. They don't tell you how much of the active compound you're actually getting. I contacted BSC directly and asked for the specific EGCG dosage. Got a generic response about proprietary formulations. Translation: they won't tell you because the numbers aren't impressive. Here's the thing: clinical studies on green tea extract for thermogenesis use 400 to 500 milligrams of EGCG daily. At BSC's likely dosage, you'd need to drink 8 to 10 bottles every single day to hit effective levels. That's $45 worth of protein shakes. Daily. The base protein in this product is fine, but you're paying an extra $2 per bottle for fat-burning ingredients that only exist in the marketing copy. Number 6 is the Woolworths Macro Protein Shake Ready to Drink. $3.50 for a 375ml bottle, only at Woolies. This one uses milk protein concentrate as the primary protein source. It's cheaper than whey isolate, but significantly harder to digest for a lot of Australians. But here's the real kicker. It contains 19 grams of sugar per bottle. That's nearly 5 teaspoons. For context, a Mars bar has 22 grams. I grabbed one of these after a gym session thinking I was being healthy. Checked the label properly when I got home and nearly spat out my coffee. Woolies' own Health Star rating system gives this thing 4 stars. 4 stars with 19 grams of sugar. How does that work? A proper post-workout shake should have under 5 grams of sugar. You're essentially drinking a slightly more nutritious chocolate milk at a 40% markup. And here's what really gets me. Woolies positions this on shelves near the sports drinks, not in the flavored milk section where it actually belongs. That's placement manipulation. They know exactly what they're doing. Moving on to number 5. Musashi High Protein Ready to Drink. $4.99 for a 375ml bottle. You'll find it at Coles, Woolies, and Servos everywhere. Musashi is one of Australia's most recognizable sports nutrition brands, which honestly makes this worse. Their ready to drink contains a blend of milk proteins with whey protein concentrate, not isolate, yet they charge premium pricing like it's a top-tier product. It also contains carrageenan, a vegetable gum that emerging research has linked to gut inflammation. And the sodium content is 350 milligrams per bottle. That's 15% of your daily intake from one drink. I've been drinking Musashi since my footy days in the early 2000s. I just assumed the brand meant quality. When I actually compared their ingredients panel to what they were using a decade ago, they've quietly reformulated. More fillers, cheaper protein sources, same premium price. their powdered whey isolate is still genuinely decent. But the ready-to-drink is a completely different product. They're trading on the brand name that serious athletes trusted and selling convenience store drinks to casual gym goers who remember the old reputation. Number 4 is International Protein Amino Charged WPI, $89.95 for 1.25 kilograms at supplement stores. This one involves something called amino spiking, and if you haven't heard of it, you need to know about it. The product adds free-form amino acids like glycine and taurine to the formula. When protein content is tested using nitrogen analysis, which is the industry standard, these free aminos inflate the reading. So you might be getting 25 grams of protein per serve, according to the label. But not all of it is complete protein your body can actually use for muscle synthesis. I emailed International Protein directly asking what percentage of their protein reading comes from added aminos versus intact whey. No response after 3 weeks. Sent a follow-up. Still nothing. Legitimate whey protein. Isolate products list. Whey protein isolate, and maybe some lecithin for mixability. When you see a wall of added amino acids on the label, ask yourself why they're there. Your body produces glycine naturally. You don't need it supplemented. Amino spiking is the supplement industry's dirty secret. It's not technically illegal, but it is deliberately deceptive. You're paying $90 for a product designed to pass lab tests, not to actually build muscle effectively. Number 3 is Nature's Way Instant Natural Protein. $34.99 for 375 grams at Chemist Warehouse and Priceline. This one is marketed as a whole food alternative to whey, and it specifically targets health-conscious women. The packaging practically screams it. It contains pea protein and brown rice protein, which are both legitimate sources. But here's the problem. Only 13.4 grams of protein per 25 grams serve. That's a 54% protein content. Whey isolate is over 90%. You're paying for a product that's nearly half filler. I did the maths on this one. To get 30 grams of protein, which is a standard post-workout target, you need to use 56 grams of powder. At that rate, your 375-gram tub gives you 6.7 serves. Not the 15 serves claimed on the packaging. Your actual cost per 30 grams of protein works out to $5.22. Compare that to bulk nutrients pea protein isolate. $27 per kilogram, and it delivers 27 grams of protein per 30 gram serve. It's literally 4 times more cost effective. Nature's Way is exploiting women who've been told whey is too bulky, or just for men. It's the pink tax meets the wellness tax. Absolutely rubbish. Number 2, Celebrity Slim Rapid Shake. $24.99 for 510 grams at Chemist Warehouse. This one isn't really a protein shake at all. It's a meal replacement that's marketed to overlap with the protein shake market. Only 13 grams of protein per serve, but 17 grams of carbohydrates. Plus, a laundry list of synthetic vitamins and minerals, so it can technically qualify as nutritionally complete. And it contains maltodextrin, a cheap filler with a higher glycemic index than table sugar. I bought this because I'd seen the TV ads for years, mixed it up, and the taste was actually fine. Then I read the ingredients properly. Maltodextrin is the 3rd ingredient, before any protein source. They're selling you expensive sugar powder with protein sprinkled in. If you want a meal replacement, Aussie Bodies has options with over 30 grams of protein and no maltodextrin for similar pricing. If you want actual protein, this product is not it. But here's what really gets me. Celebrity Slim specifically targets people trying to lose weight. Selling them a high glycemic index, low protein powder is bordering on predatory. These are people trusting the brand with their health goals. And the brand is prioritizing profit over outcomes. This one genuinely makes me angry, but it's not the worst offender. That brings us to number 1. Number 1 is Aussie Body's Protein FX Low Carb Ready to Drink. $4.50 for 375 mils at Woolies and Coles. This is the worst offender because it's the most deceptive. That low-carb branding implies a keto-friendly or low-sugar option. Here's the reality. It contains 12.4 grams of carbohydrates per bottle, including 7 grams of sugar. It uses maltitol, a sugar alcohol that still spikes your blood glucose, just slightly less than regular sugar. And that 30-gram protein claim uses milk protein concentrate, which is the cheapest and hardest to digest protein source available. I bought a whole carton of these for a road trip, thinking I was being smart. I'm mildly lactose intolerant, but I've never had issues with whey isolate. 3 bottles in, I was in genuine gastric distress. That's when I looked at the ingredients properly. Milk protein concentrate is roughly 80% casein, which many people struggle to digest. There's a reason proper sports nutrition brands use whey isolate. And here's the thing that really gets me. The Chemist Warehouse house brand, Wagner, offers a genuine low-carb, ready-to-drink with 30 grams of whey isolate protein, 2 grams of carbs, and no sugar alcohols. For $3.49. It's literally cheaper and better. Aussie Bodies has been a fixture in Australian supermarket fridges for over 20 years. They've built that presence through aggressive marketing, not product quality. The low-carb branding is deliberately misleading, not technically illegal, but designed to deceive people who are genuinely trying to make healthier choices. When you betray customer trust this systematically for this long, while charging premium prices, that's a complete betrayal. This brand can get absolutely stuffed. Alright, so those are the 7 brands to avoid. But I'm not going to leave you hanging. Let's talk about what you should actually buy instead. First recommendation, Bulk Nutrients WPI. $52 for 1 kilogram direct from their website. It's online only through bulknutrients.com.au and it's manufactured right here in Tasmania. Australian owned, Australian made. Transparent labeling with no proprietary blends. They get their protein independently tested and publish the results. 93% protein by weight. No amino spiking, no fillers. They even offer unflavored options for people who want pure protein. Their factory has a TGA manufacturing license, which isn't required for supplements, but shows their commitment to quality standards. Second recommendation, True Protein WPI, $59 per kilogram. You can get it online at trueprotein.com.au or at selected supplement stores. Another Australian manufacturer with complete ingredient transparency. They offer single origin whey from grass-fed New Zealand dairy. The flavor range is genuinely excellent without being sickly sweet. They publish amino acid profiles for every product. If a brand is confident in their protein quality, they'll show you the leucine content. True Protein does exactly that. Third recommendation, Chobani Complete, ready to drink. $4.50 for 340 mils at Woolies and Coles. If you absolutely need a ready-to-drink option, this is the only one I'll recommend. 25 grams of protein from actual Greek yogurt derived whey. 4 grams of total carbs. No sugar alcohols, no maltodextrin, no vegetable gums. It's a food company making a protein drink, not a supplement company cutting corners. Tastes like a thick smoothie. The macros are honest, the ingredients are clean, and it's competitively priced. Your body and your wallet deserve better than marketing dressed up as nutrition. These 3 options prove you don't have to spend more to get quality. You just have to know where to look. This video took 6 weeks of research, dozens of phone calls, and way too much money spent on dodgy protein. If it saved you from buying even one of these products, smash that like button. It genuinely helps the channel. Share this with your gym mates or anyone in your family who might be wasting money on these brands. Drop a comment and tell me what products you want me to investigate next. and subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm currently researching collagen supplements. And mate, that industry is somehow even worse. Catch you in the next one.